Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on the Daily Antidote of Song. So glad to see you all today. Hello to Melissa James over there in London. Kept that humming going very beautifully. Thank you so much. So I want to thank everybody for being here today on the Daily Antidote of Song. We are now in our 6th year of singing together. And today is most assuredly some very high number, like 1,836, I think, consecutive days of singing. Glad you decided to join us on this particular day. We're super excited to have Melissa James coming in from the UK singing with us today. And we are going to say hello to everybody out there on the live stream. Help me wave to everybody out there on the live stream, folks. Thanks to everybody out there for joining us today. And we want to say hello to everybody here in this room. Welcome you all to the Daily Antidote of Song. It is Tuesday, April 15. We are in the middle of Earth Month and a lot of other celebrations in the month of April. And we are going to be singing and celebrating all the good things that are happening in the world all month long. So please join us for the uplift of music and of singing and community. Hello to Hoda coming in from British Columbia. Glad you're here with us today. Hello to Susan in Cincinnati. Trish coming in from Victoria, British Columbia. Hello. Hi to Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Nan coming in from Michigan. Hi to Marion in Brighton, UK. Nancy in Washington State. Athena coming in from Brooklyn. Hi to Aloysius in Massachusetts. Hello, Baba Jim, coming in from Maryland. Nice to see you. Ruth, coming in from the UK. Hello. Hi to Bob and a Bear in Massachusetts. Hi to Anne in Silver Spring, Maryland. Hello to Deborah in Kentucky. Hi, Dally in Maryland. Storm in Massachusetts. Hi, Sue in Seattle. Hello, Gary in Massachusetts. Harriet, coming in from Chicago. Lovely to see you today. Sarah in Texas. Nice to have you here. And let's see, we've got Katie coming in from Maryland, Katie Abadou, one of our hosts and regular hosts in the room. Great to have you, Katie. Bob coming in from Albany. Cliff coming in from Vermont. Kathy in California. Elizabeth in California. Hello to Roberta. Hi, Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Ariana, thanks for running tech for us today. And Lynn in Connecticut. Let's all take one breath together. Yeah, it's very nice to see all of you and to be here in the space with you. And I'm super delighted that we have a regular host and song leader singing with us today, as well as someone who just put one of her beautiful songs on our Bandcamp album. We'll talk about all that when we get to the discussion part. Let's all welcome Melissa James, incredible singer, songwriter coming out of London, UK. And Melissa, we are very excited to hear what you have to sing with us today.
Oh, thank you. What a lovely welcome. I'm so sorry that I interrupted my humming with coughing. It was not a good idea to start burning the frankincense just before I came on air. No, no. Although I do like the smell. So it's quite nice to smell it.
Oh, I think now we can all pretend we can smell it with you. So that's lovely.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thank you for having me back again. So I would like to introduce you to a song that is still new for me, but which I'm in the process of recording at the moment. Just going to give you a little bit of the background to the song. So I woke one morning early in January, and it was about 6:30 in the morning UK time, and had this song in my head, and wrote it down as quickly as I could, and within 15 minutes it was, it was kind of pretty much formed, and immediately felt that I needed to contact somebody who I knew about, but who I definitely didn't know well, and didn't know much of his work at all. And I still don't really, but felt I needed to contact him and say, I think I need to come into your studio and record this song. Bear in mind that it usually takes me a good process of a number of years before I record anything. I've got several songs that I have not recorded that were written many years ago. We went into the studio. I went into his studio in early February. I was so sparked up and fired up after that session that I then thought I got to add some sax and some extra vocals, backing vocals, that I went back again to do that just 2 weeks ago. And I'm super excited about this song. This song it's called I Am Not Ashamed. And I mean, I would love to see a show of hands of anybody who feels that at some point they have felt a sense of being ashamed or guilty or bad in some way. Yeah, and the thing is, this lingers. It can really linger. And sometimes the things that I feel ashamed of, are like nothing. There's really no need to be feeling it, but at the same time, saying that is not enough to clear it away. But I felt ashamed at the end of, when you're coming to the end of what has been a beautiful relationship, but needs to change. And it took me a long time to be able to get myself to a position where I could fully move past the shame and the guilt to be able to move on from that, because I just felt so bad about all the disruption that it would cause. But when I woke up and wrote this song, I think that was it was such a powerful statement that something in me was feeling like, okay, I think I can drop that now. I think this is a dead weight that I don't need to carry. So I can't teach you the whole song. The chorus, you'll see when you see the lyrics in the chat, it's pretty repetitive with that message of I am not ashamed. And then there are a few other lines around that. And then the rest of the song, I just thought I'd sing so that you get the context of it, really. So why don't I sing you I'm going to sing you the chorus just so that you know it, so that you can hear it. And then we'll just do it line by line, just so that you can make sure that you're with me. Okay. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. So that's it, essentially. So let's do that line by line. My turn. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Your turn. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Yeah, do we feel we're okay with that? You're going to get this like in no time. It's so simple, but I know you're also superstars at picking this stuff up. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Let me do that again. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Are we okay with that? You think we're okay? Lovely. Next line. I am not my past. No, no. I am not the same. Again, I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. Are we okay with that? Okay, getting nods. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I'll do that again. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Are you happy? So let's just try that section before I do the rest of the song. Because actually, when I've recorded it, we start with the chorus and then we go into the verses. So 2, 3, and I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Beautiful. I found the key. Deep inside my heart, yeah, I found me. That was the hardest part, and now I'm finding love for who I see. I drop the cloaks of shame. I'm learning to be free. Yeah, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I found the stories, the lies I would believe. I heard the noise. It kept me deceived, and then my inner voice rose from a place within. It tells me a different truth, and it clears me of the sins. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not my past. No, 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 I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Looking at me now, I see I'm rising strong. I feel my inner power. I'm writing different songs. I stand tall and proud. I walk in my stride. A life lived in shame no more drives my life. no more drives my life, no more drives my life. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. Aww.
Beautiful, Melissa. Thank you.
Aww. It was great to see you all singing along.
You write songs that seem like they come from a place of, I was going to say like a lot of power, but it's kind of like that come from the place of having located the power after not feeling the power. Can
Oh,
you,
wow. I'm going to capture that.
so we all just captured that singing. I mean, it was so cathartic, right? To sing your sort of like to let go of those things, that, they come back again when you're feeling your worst about yourself. And then
Yeah.
there's this reminder,
Yeah.
that holding them for just long enough to learn the lesson is a good thing. And then letting them go is such a good thing, right? So
Right.
yeah, talk some more about how, how that came to you and how you're feeling.
Oh, wow. I mean, I think that song came to me partly through I used to have a good friend who was a friend and a mentor, and he was a musician and also a psychotherapist. And he died in September last year. And we used to do work together where we do this practice called sounding, which is essentially like a vocal conversation, just using the sounds of anything melodious that would come out, or anything really. It was just a songversation with us going backwards and forwards. We'd sit together for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes or so, and it would just be entirely improvised, just as sitting in a room. And this wasn't just singing, this was a deeply, as you say, like a cathartic experience of just using sound, using the power of our voices to clear out whatever needed to be cleared out. But often in that process, when you're clearing stuff out, you don't just clear stuff out, right? When you're clearing stuff, you're finding stuff. So in that process of pulling stuff out, you're also going, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in a long time, or I didn't know that was there. And so a lot of things would be moved. That's the power of sound. It shakes things up inside of you. So we'd have these deeply kind of, after having our session of singing, we'd sit and discuss, and we'd have these deeply kind of spiritual conversations about whatever has arose from this session. But one of the things that I would talk to him about was the shame that I felt that was holding me back from doing anything further. So my life had been stuck in this one place for a number of years. And he said to me, write a mantra. That's your mantra. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed. Anyway, I kind of did that at the time, but forgot about it. But then he died in September, as I said, and that morning in January when I woke up, and this was just and I was just, all I was doing was grabbing a pen and a recorder and just writing it down. And then I also felt his push to just go into the studio, girl, go and get it recorded now. Because suddenly I was emailing this guy that I didn't even know. I was just like, I need to come in the studio. When's your next available date? Even though there are many songs that I still have not recorded yet. So yeah, and listening to the recordings now as we're working on it, I can feel the power of that song. And I don't say that as Melissa James, who's written it, and aren't I great? I say that as this is just what happens when you allow what needs to come through to come through. It's just amazing.
That is so perfect to hear and to think about. And, I mean, we can't say enough right now about the chaotic times we're living in, and how any of these songs that are inner self-reflective or helping us, like, touch the parts that are confused or feeling chaotic right now, or, looking for ways to redraft or find strength. So one of the reasons why I said that it feels to me like you write songs that are like that come from a place of like not having felt powerful, but then finding the power, is I feel like there's overlap with the song that you so generously donated to the Daily Antidote of Songs Bandcamp album Volume 6. And I do want to say something about it. But before we talk about the album quickly, can you tell me, like, is there some overlap? Am I right? There's something coming out of that song also that is like a bad feeling looking for the strength?
Absolutely. But again, it was that song Live Again, that I've gifted to the beautiful project that you have created, and this whole platform, Joe, that you have created. That song came about through me wanting to, well, not wanting, I wasn't wanting anything. I was just sitting down, and again, this song came to me, these lyrics came to me. They kind of wrote themselves pretty quickly. And I was at that time watching somebody struggle with a difficult, mentally challenging time that they were in, which was mentally challenging for me because I was watching them and they were very close to me. I thought I was writing the song about their situation and expressing through the song what I imagined they might be feeling. But 3 years later, when I recorded the song, I realized that there was so much more of my own inner voice that hadn't spoken but was coming out in the words of this song. And that began my whole journey, which is, another story for another time. So yeah, pain is never nice. Who wants to go through pain, right? Nobody wants to go through pain. But I can honestly say it only through going through the pain that I experienced the beauty, the real beauty of life, which can't be bought. Those things that you can't buy, those deep knowings in yourself, the wisdom, the growth, the strength, all those things you talk about, and that stronger connection that I feel to, and I never know what word to call it, and I use interchanging words all the time, whether it's God or whether it's source or whether it's divine or whether it's a higher power. When you have that connection, and the stronger it gets, the fear just becomes smaller and smaller, which enables you to do more of those things that you don't think could be possible. And it also brings you so much more joy when you achieve those things that you couldn't have done without going through the levels of pain and the difficulty that you went through to get there. There has to be both, doesn't there? There has to be the beauty and the ugly. There has to be the joy and the pain. We can't have one without the other. That's why we have a lotus flower that grows from the mud. And so, I just I find the whole process just such a powerful and beautiful thing. It's easy for me to say that when I'm feeling okay. When I'm struggling again, I might be like, oh my gosh, again, really? Do I have to?
But like, to just tie it in quickly, I can't wait to sing it with you again, but just to tie it in quickly to where we are as a nation right now, this nation that I'm in, not where you are. Although, everyone right now has their own struggles. Right. So, but like, I don't think so finally appreciated our democracy and or felt so passionate about protecting it and working hard until we were in a time where it was painful, right? So here we are in this time, things are not good, and it's helping us, I think, to exactly learn lessons and grab strength to try to achieve that good again, out there in this country and in many others. Obviously, globally, pretty much everyone is being affected right now by everything that's going on. And so, Melissa, you're amazing. Love both singing with you and speaking with you. Could go on for another hour. Would you be willing to sing that song again? And actually, wait, before I do, I just want to very quickly say, for anybody who hasn't actually seen the Bandcamp album yet, we released day before we started our 6th year. This is the most fabulous album. There are folks on it from, lots of different US states. from Italy, from the UK, from Amsterdam, from Sweden, from Ukraine. I hope I didn't forget anything. Italy, did I say that? Just, it's an incredible set of songs. And just Melissa James's song alone is worth getting the album. And so if you haven't gotten it yet, I really recommend that you do get that. And thanks again, Melissa, for donating on it. And can we please sing I Am Not Ashamed again with you now?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Okay, so I'm not going to sing, maybe we don't have time for the whole song again. So what I'll do is I'll sing a verse and then we'll do the chorus over and over because that's the central message, right? Okay. I found the key deep inside my heart. I found me. That was the hardest part. And now I'm finding love. Love for who I see. I drop the cloaks of shame. Learning to be free. That smoke is still getting to me. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. No, I am not my past. No, no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not my past. Oh no, I am not the same. No, I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed anymore. I am not ashamed.
Melissa James, thank you so much. Ever so powerful to sing with you. She's over there drinking her tea, trying to get the smoke out of her lungs. I am so grateful to you for bringing us that song, for letting us sing from our hearts, letting us get something out of our system. And, just want to throw out that, Melissa is a regular song leader and a host in this space. But there's something that for me is so magical when we have our other hosts and song leaders who show up to sing along, like not when they are actually the host or the song leader. So I'm shouting out Annie Patterson in the room with us right now, regular song leader in this space, and also about to become a regular host in this space, which is super exciting. And Shruti is here from India, also just joining us to sing along in the background. And that makes my heart really full. It's kind of like what we're doing here, that's a medicine for all of us, is actually also potentially holding up our song leader community in different ways, or helping us all to find the strength to do what we do behind the scenes to keep things going. So a big shout out again to Melissa James for I Am Not Ashamed. And a big reminder to everybody to please get online and purchase that Bandcamp album. It is actually something that supports the daily antidote of song. And so all of your dollars are going to the very good work of keeping us going here in this space. Before we say goodbye, I want to let everybody know who we have coming up for the rest of this week. Starting with, let's see. So in case you missed Liz Ikamba yesterday, please jump back and watch it. Liz brought a beautiful song. She came in from Cornwall, UK. We've got Melissa James today here from London, UK. Another big thank you to Melissa. Tomorrow we have a new song leader and a new host. Bernice Martin is leading us in song, and her musical partner, Heather Pearson, who has sung with us before, is actually going to host Bernice. So I think we're in for a real treat. Valia Levchenko coming in on Thursday from Ukraine. Sean Healy is going to help us celebrate Scottish traditions on Friday, coming in from the Virginia. Yeah. Okay, April 19th, we have Pat Wichter coming in from Brooklyn. He's sung with us once before. And April 20th, Bindu Malini coming in from India. It's just going to be an amazing week. So please stick around for lots more singing. Let's say a big goodbye to everybody out there on the live stream. Let's give another big thank you to Melissa James. And then there's Shruti. Hi, Shruti. And let's now say a big thank you to everybody out there on the live stream for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so glad you're here. Let's wave goodbye to Melissa so she can go have more tea. And thanks, Melissa, so much for joining us. Can't wait to sing and host with you again. And thanks again to everybody in this space. So Hoda, thanks for coming in today from British Columbia. Susan in Cincinnati, Ohio. Trish coming in from Victoria, British Columbia. Athena coming in from Brooklyn, New York. Bob, Mabel, and the Bears in Massachusetts. Deborah in Kentucky. Deli in Maryland. Storm in Massachusetts. Sue in Seattle, Washington. Harriet coming in from somewhere in Illinois, maybe Chicago. Nice to see you, Harriet. Lots of love to you. Katie Abadou, regular host in this space, coming in from Maryland. Can't wait to have you back soon, Katie, for more hosting. Kath Tyler, one of our song leaders here today. Wait, I forgot to say Kath was also in this room, another song leader who came in today. That makes 4 in this room. I love it. Thank you, Kath, for being here. Annie Patterson coming in from Massachusetts. Really lovely to have you today. Ruth in UK, nice to see you. Jamie coming in from Victoria, British Columbia. Jim, that's Baba Jim over there in Maryland. Nice to see you. Another one of our song leaders. Okay, we're up to 5 and I'm totally miscounted. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Thank you for being with us. Lynn and Cliff over there in Vermont. Nice to see you both. Nancy's Cow in Washington State. Marion in Brighton, UK. Shruti is in Auroraville. Nice to have you, Shruti, over there in India. We're glad you're with us and with us in all the different ways. Gary in Massachusetts, thank you for being here today. Feel better soon. Aloysius in Mass, thank you. Bob is coming in from Albany. Elizabeth in California. Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Ariana, thank you so much for running tech today. Lynn in Connecticut. Curly Tops in Vermont. And Anne coming in from Silver Spring, Maryland. Thanks again, gang, for singing. It's a good one to go back and sing again at the top of your lungs if you're feeling badly later today or tomorrow or the next day. And we can't wait to see you, speaking of tomorrow, right here on the Daily Antidote Song. Ciao, everybody. Bye. Lots of love.